Hey there, Hushpap here, back for some more Genshin Impact, and today we're going to be getting some more artifacts for Xiangling, because, as you can see here, after all this time we are still using purples, and we got a few 5-star artifacts, but still mostly purples, and we need to replace that, so we're here, ready to farm some Crimson Witch of Flames artifacts. We have 5 condensed resin ready to use, as well as more resin stored up, so we should be able to go through this quite a few times. I probably won't show the full playthrough of each time going through the domains, that would get quite boring, but I will show what we get at the end, as well as interesting stuff. And then we will see, after we go through this, how many useful artifacts did we get, if any, for Xiangling. So let's start. Since Cryo is very good on this particular domain, I decided to go with Garnier as usual, as well as the trusty Noelle for shielding and healing. We took Venti this time, which is a bit of a change. I wanted to try and get some of that swell damage. And then we also picked Mona because not only are there Pyro Slimes at the start, but there are 2 mages with the fire shields, and we want to get rid of those. In the past we just took Barbara for healing and then used her attacks to get rid of that shield, but with Mona we have the option of Hydro DPS, as well as some useful abilities, and a very strong elemental burst as well. After the first attempt we got a feather with kind of bad stats for Xiangling. It's just health. 2 lots of health and defense. Second one completed, and we got 2 from the set we want, although they're both hats, so we'll have a look later to see if those have any good stats or not. We're going to speed through the next 3 attempts of this domain, going to use a couple of elemental bursts, and then we're going to go and see what rewards we get at the end. And we're going to claim our rewards from the tree. What are we going to get this time? Oh, 2 Lava Walker pieces, not what we need. But hopefully the next set will get us something. We got 1 from the Witch's set, we got a feather with crit damage, which is cool. Got some defense substats again though, so not the best. And our final attempt with this bunch of resin gets us 2 more Lava Walker pieces, just what we needed. Well, these can be used to enhance other items at the very least. Alright, we've replenished our original resin, and it's now time for us to go back in and do this a few more times. This time we're actually going to go and sit through and commentate through a few more of the battles, since you guys probably want to see some battles. Can't say we've been extremely lucky so far. We got quite a lot of the Lava Walker set items, but we did get a fair amount of Crimson Witch pieces as well. Sometimes I remember going through these domains just not getting anything useful at all. It's mostly just going through the same motions over and over again. But that's what farming is. And eventually we'll get the payoff of hopefully getting some good artifact pieces for Xiangling, since, you know, I use her enough to warrant it. It's one of those things I just kind of forgot about. I was like, oh wait, she's got 4-star artifact pieces? No way. I think the other guy might be a bit too far away. Yeah, he didn't get hit. Never mind. It charges so incredibly fast anyway. I don't want to burst the shield until the other guy comes. There he is.
Written in the stars. Time for takeoff. This is long overdue.
And there we go, just chuck everything at them. And that's it. Defeated. I need to heal up again, so I'm going to have to shield and smack people on the next time. I've got 4 more resin to use. What did we get this time? Oh, okay, it's another Lava Walker, which is end time. Energy recharge, attack, defense, crit, and health. It's okay. Like, attack and crit, great. Energy recharge, I don't think many people need that as a primary stat. Better luck next time. I'm going to do the same start, but have a slightly different follow-up with shielding and healing. A few more particles and it's burst time. There we go, slimes get sucked up into the vortex. It's always annoying when the swell picks up the fire element, because they're not going to take any damage from fire. I try and feed it something else, but they always get picked up with fire. I guess because they are pyro slimes, so that kind of makes sense. Ow, where did you come from? Ow. Silly Meteor Gel sneaking up on me like that. It's okay, we got our revenge and they've both been defeated. Now that they've been defeated once again, back to the mages, using Mona to expertly destroy their shields with Hydro, and then onto Venti to pick them up in an elemental burst. Now we can unleash all our firepower by activating everyone else's elemental bursts and then hitting the mages with all we've got. Unfortunately, we didn't actually have Ganyu's burst ready then, but we can finish them off now. If we did, I think they could have been defeated in that one attack. But now we can have fun as Noelle going to town with her elemental burst and actually healing everyone in our party as well. Always useful to do that right at the end, as then for the next time we go in, everyone can be at max health or near max health. Depends if we get hit again. Claim rewards. What do we get this time? Ah, 2 lava walkers. No! Rubbish. We skipped the slime fight and now we got these two. We got elemental bursts ready, so let's go! Yeah, 2 bursts, we should be able to get rid of these guys very quickly. Although they're still kind of hanging on in there, aren't they? Nothing a couple of shots with Ganyu's bow won't fix though. The 2 pyro mages came very close together actually this time, so we can just spam click them with Mona and get rid of their shields. Like, yeah, you want to take them down at roughly the same time because then you can scoop them up. And then use all your bursts if you've got them. Ganyu's isn't ready. And I missed the bow shot. I should just aim at the floor when they're in that Venti burst because they're bouncing up and down and you can miss them quite easily. Completed another one. We're racing through these. One more try of the condensed resin, and what do we get? We get another feather. Health, energy recharge, yeah. Not quite. Still not quite. Well, this is the final attempt. Let's go. Let's see what we get. This will definitely take quite a while to get enough pieces. Then at least we can have a look and see what we've got. I mean, we do have some other pieces we farmed over the course of when I was trying to gear up Klee, so maybe there are some leftover things that might be useful. It's not a waste though, because you can just always use it for enhancing materials for other artifacts. It's Venti time. Oh, we managed to feed that one cryo. Whenever the pyro slimes get involved, we've always struggled with that and it's just fed itself pyro, but this time with cryo, we should be able to deal some significant damage. Although probably feeding it Hydro would have been the best. Wait, the slime's running away, it's not dead. There, it's finally dead. Oh, behind me! Time for the Cocoa Rain. Right, since we've used Ganyu's burst, I'm actually going to take this one's shield down now. Then we can just get rid of one. Oh, we can use Venti's elemental burst to pick up the mage and then get some extra damage against the Mighty Churl as well. Ow. Yeah, that worked out quite well. Didn't deal as much damage as I thought to the Mighty Churl, as it was still around for a lot longer than the other mage, but it's okay. Only one mage left to deal with. That's the worst one. It's the one that summons that annoying exploding fireball thing. Luckily, because we've got 2 elemental skills that act as decoys, they do go after them. So like if you put Mona's down or Ganyu's, they will sometimes go and chase them, which is good. Because those things are horrible, they deal so much damage. Right, that's it, our last condensed resin. I think when we farmed this, did we get a piece for every slot? I don't think we did. Oh, there's a Sands. Attack percent. Oh, that's pretty good. Attack and energy recharge. So just the health is not great. That's decent. Now I've got to go and see which pieces are actually good for Xiangling, because obviously every character requires different stats. And we're not building Xiangling to be a main DPS. We just use her for support with her skill and burst. So we've got to keep that in mind as well. Alright, so we're looking for, in our artifacts, that's our weapons. We need to pick the right set, so let's go to the Crimson Witch of Flames. So many new ones. Well, we can ignore all these purple ones because they're just going to end up as fodder. Definitely don't need them anymore, unless there's like one really good piece with like pyro damage bonus or something, which I don't think there is. There's like Hydro and Geo. Hydro damage bonus on a set built for pyro. You couldn't have any more of a hilarity of RNG than that. Right, so what we're looking for is attack percent where possible. That will be one of the main things. And then crit damage, crit rate if possible. So that's quite easy. Attack percent and both the crits. Oh, let's have a look. We don't really have a lot of new ones. That's energy recharge. That's immediately a no, unfortunately. These always have attack stats, so that's health, energy recharge, and health. Not really. That's attack percent, so that's much better than this. So we will lock it for now. But again, health and energy recharge, not what we're looking for really. Although the thing is, when you rank it up, you do get another stat, so you could get a good one. You could also just get defense, so it's a maybe. It's a maybe. I mean, this one's got the main primary stat. Like usually when I'm looking for artifacts, it's good enough if it's got this, but ideally you want at least a few other substats that match. This is health percent. I mean, these are great stats, like crit damage and attack, but actually, well, maybe not great. Energy recharge is okay. Depends on which character. Like some characters really benefit from that, some don't. But it's just this. Why did it have to be health? That's another health. But these are kind of similar. That one's just got attack percent and then crit rate. And this one's got crit damage and attack. Shame. Wish you could just move these from one to another. Now that one's got the right stat, but then these bad defense stats below. So I will lock it for now because again it's got the right primary one. Probably won't be trading it just yet because there's no point swapping off a unleveled artifact, but it's saved for later. Like this one has crit damage, energy recharge, and defense. Is that one better than this one? Technically yes, so we might lock that one. What is this one? That's even worse, so we're going with this one. And then now we got to look at these. Oh, that's I saved that because it had geo damage just in case you wanted to throw the 5th artifact on someone who needed that. And I guess these are similar. Anemo damage. That one's really good. Look at that. Like 7% anemo damage bonus. It's got crit, attack, and attack. That might be really good for some sort of DPS anemo character. That's the defense one. That's another anemo one. Okay, well, we're not using those. Well, that's it from the artifacts. All these other ones are in use except for this one. What's that one? That was leveled up a tiny bit. So that's the Flower of Life. And that has attack percent, crit damage, energy recharge, and defense. So it's got 2 stats. I could continue leveling that up and using it, but obviously you've got the dud stat of defense. Not very good. Well, you know, it happens. Just got to go back and farm again and see where it's at. So I'm probably gonna try and go for the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. Very useful. The 2-piece gives you 15% pyro damage, which is great, but when you have the 4-piece, using an elemental skill increases its bonus by 50%, so that becomes 30% pyro damage bonus. Although there can be an argument to be made for running 2-piece of this and then 2-piece Noblesse Oblige set, since that one increases the elemental burst damage by 20% for its 2-piece set. So it can be quite useful too. But I think for our case the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flame set would be much better, because you also get other bonuses too, such as the overload and burning damage increased by 40%, which is great, as well as vaporize and melt by 15. So it's great for reactions, and especially because we often use her in combination with other characters like Ganyu. So yeah, well, I don't know, Genshin is all I'm gonna say. Bad artifacts for the most part, and we'll have to keep farming more artifacts and hope we get better ones. So that's gonna be it from this adventure. Thanks for watching, and maybe we'll try something like this again soon. Either with trying to finish off Xiangling's artifacts, or maybe even a different character. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.